I've observed that World Intel collection is stalled of late.
Dude, we
I'm
just
certain,
met.
However, a veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task.
Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where we are at Bill's Chocobo Ranch, and I'm just going to take a little look around here, see what else we missed and what's up here. What's our next main thing for this place? Go in the house. All right, let's go in the house. Or the barn, I guess. Yeah, the actual barn itself. Quite a beautiful bird.
Howdy!
This is Billy.
Outside. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding.
Oh, so snuggly.
But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The fuck?
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
We got some, but not that kind of money.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1 grand. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens.
I mean, we
one
could
of
do
our
$1 grand.
birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours, free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico, the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By
Pico.
far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
All
I
right,
think we can do that. Thanks.
we can at
And
least try.
One last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
I already spent most of my money at the
Y'all can catch our runaway and get his bub
at the
back here.
vending machine.
Riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Rearing lessons. Oh no, it's going to be chocobo rearing time. Chocobo breeding and all that sort of stuff. All right, Chloe.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand, I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left.
Left.
Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam?
We do.
Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they get help!
Don't tell
Why was
anyone
Aerith
what she told
blocking him?
you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise.
I missed something.
Take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for Chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
I don't think I have anything like that now. Chocobo gear. Trade for golden plumes. These rare feathers can be obtained by wrangling new chocobos or repairing chocobo stops. So not just putting a cushion down, but repairing them. What are they for? Are they just cosmetic? Headgear used by Shinra's chocobo mounted units. Torso protection, leg protection. Doesn't say anything about what they do. Maybe they're just cosmetic, I guess. Alright, so we can buy these sorts of things from them. I think we're good here. Yeah, so you just sell materials.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
New discovery made, golden plumes. What do you mean new discovery made? Discovery, golden plumes. Collect golden plumes and exchange them for chocobo gear. What else? Co-conspirator was another discovery. Rodin doesn't think too highly of Shinra. Are these like quests maybe that you don't aren't tracked really, that you kind of have to just explore around and find an answer to? I don't know. Maybe.
Need something?
Tell me about riding gear.
Gear serves all sorts of purposes, from the cosmetic to the practical. Can even improve a race bird's performance. Won't cost you a gill. Golden plumes only.
How can I find wild chocobos?
Start by looking
Just
for
the
fresh
tracks, right?
Once you spot them,
Yeah, we've seen
birds
that.
are rarely more than a stone's throw away.
And how do I catch it?
Birds in the wild are much more skittish than kept ones. Gonna have to be real quiet on the approach.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Good luck wrangling Pico.
Thank you.
Hi, how can I help you today? Thank you for stopping by.
All right, Pico. Where'd you run off to?
I think it was Pico.
Pico?
Let's try looking for some tracks.
Follow the chocobo tracks. Were there chocobo tracks? I just missed them? I guess it's the feathers. I was looking for footprints. I guess it's the feathers. Seem to be going this way. Yeah, they're down here. I don't see any golden plumes. They seem like they're plumes, and they do seem golden, but I don't think they're golden plumes. Where are we going? New area. But it's sort of new area. No, not really. This is back where we came from. Oh, and I do see the footprints here. I am not an observant chocobo hunter.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us
Maybe
a chocobo.
a bit quieter.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
The same basic idea, though. Alright, wrangling a chocobo. Approach him without being noticed. If you're in danger of being spotted by him or one of his packmates, press circle to roll out of sight. Or distract by throwing stones you pick up. L1 to aim and... okay. I mean... I want to stay behind this chocobo. I'm probably going to fail this a few times. I don't see any stones to pick up. I assume this is... We're going to... oh, shoot. All right, now well, he's like that. Checkpoint updated. Good. Proceed when the chocobo's back is turned. Okay. So we'll wait for him to turn. And go. I'm ready to roll in case I hear a sound. Throw a rock behind the chocobo to distract them. Alright. Go. Now kill him. Got him. Okay. Alright, not too bad this for the tutorial version, at least. I'm sure this will get tougher. We got 2 golden plumes. Excellent. So now you have the music note. Are we okay then? Enjoy the Gisselgreens. Look at his feathery butt.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest?
He's pretty great.
You know, they are kind of similar. Totally.
They really are.
What does he want now?
He throwing up?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Oh, I'm used to having a cat.
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
Yeah, we got some back at the ranch.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back
All
to
right,
the ranch
see you back
it is
there.
then.
Come on.
The other is, you're just wild chocobos. We can't really, Nope, sorry, I did not actually mean to do that. Back at the ranch.
Ah, there's our guy.
Pico's a good boy.
Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Who was that? Oh, crap, it's
Hey there.
Chadley.
What a pleasant surprise.
Is it? No, he was okay. He's okay.
You do remember me, don't you?
Yeah, we're good. You were the yeah. Yep, I remember you.
I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here?
That is a powerful detection tool.
I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your
I forgot.
thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory.
And he's on Team
Speaking of
Ketchi,
which,
right?
I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remnawave towers first.
Those are the...
They were
Okay.
originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but reclaimed by Shinra after the war.
Republic of
Since which time they've
Junon.
sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow.
Is that
As
a
will
good-
the area I can survey?
I don't know if that's a good
I
thing.
might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
I mean, it's probably good. I'm just worried about Chadley becoming Skynet.
If we find any, we'll turn them on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target. And this will activate it.
I'm mixed on this. It's the Chad module.
As the tower's close by, allow me to accompany you.
Like, I worry a little bit at this early stage that the game is becoming sprawling. Not a bad thing necessarily. No, sprawling is not a great thing. It's not necessarily, like, if it starts to become just a checklist of stuff like open world stuff, then it's not a great
Here we
thing.
are.
I'm open to it though, and I do enjoy it for what it is. So now we're increasing Chadley's processing power. Hopefully that's a good thing. I think it's probably, he seems like a fairly good dude. Just a little off-putting, but the cyborg thing.
Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the Grasslands.
Grasslands
I'll
combat
ascertain the
assignments.
locations of fiends and natural resources.
Now we're talking, okay. Oh, now we're talking.
After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel.
Very creative. Chadley will employ the data you collect to develop new materia, create new combat simulations, and embark on other scientific endeavors. Activate the Remna Wave towers you encounter to help Chadley deepen your understanding of this world.
I hope you'll assist
Thank
me
you.
in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels.
It is
In
kind of what I was
return,
afraid
I
of,
will
but
use
it's...
the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask?
How's Reeve? If you know Reeve, I might be misremembering. Developing materia.
With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Yep, maybe just go through the list. Remna Wave towers.
These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it.
Buddy?
I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Yep. Sorry, my cat is yowling. Sir? Combat
With a
simulator.
special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date
Bold
with intel
words.
from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the Grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan.
Okay.
Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Last one. Specific intel-related task. Titan's going to be a
Which
thing next.
particular
Okay.
task would you like to learn about?
Oh, gosh. Life spring surveys. We'll go one by one.
Simply put, life springs are formed when the life stream breaches the planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away.
Combat assignments. So I assume they're
While
going to
it
be
is
on the
normal
map,
for
but
creatures to
maybe
adapt
not.
to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel,
All right, crystal analysis.
in certain remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons.
Yeah, you've always liked
If you
those.
would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge from them, I can use it to enhance our materia.
So they're like
If you still
data
have questions
data
about world
crystals. Proto-relic salvaging.
Ah, yes. I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the remnants of ancient artifacts. But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be.
Ancient
and since we have yet
artifacts.
to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so.
Is it?
At any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said
You
curiosities
say so.
and ultimately recover them for study. If you still have questions about...
All right. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Do you happen to have any questions about world int...
No, we're good. This has been wildly helpful.
In
Thank
that
you so
case,
much.
I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the Grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Oh, huh. AutoCAD. Let's see what these are. Fire and ice. Allows you to use fire and ice magic. I'm looking at the... Oh, I was looking at the image here, trying to imagine, like, is it like a... Like, World of Warcraft gave you a spell that was, what was it, Frost Firebolt, which did frost and fire damage. I thought, is this the same thing? But no, it gives you access to both spells. That's really interesting. Grasslands data points. How many do I have? How many points do I have to start? I have 20 points, so I can buy 2 things right now. So this is, yeah, very efficient. I like that a lot. Autocast Materia. Allows an ally to automatically use spells with the link materia. I don't love this. That sounds fine, but kind of not as useful. Morph Materia. Allows you to turn enemies into items with Morph. What in the name of Final Fantasy VIII? Enemies whose health has fallen below a certain amount can be defeated in this fashion. That is... I'm definitely getting that. That sounds fascinating. And Auto-Unique Ability Materia. Allows an ally to automatically use unique abilities when not actively controlled. Tifa will also use Unbridled Strength when not... That sounds... Again, I think it sounds good, but there's a lot of times when you don't necessarily want the... This seems like more niche. I'm curious what you all think of that, because I'm not inclined to use this, because it seems like... there's a lot of times where that doesn't seem like a great thing. Like, I don't want Cloud always using... Like, I want Cloud only using Punisher mode when the enemy is staggered, if I'm understanding it right. But this is a case where I'm asking for active input. Like, am I misunderstanding this? Is it basically always good to use these abilities? I don't know. But I think the Morph is really... I don't know if Morph is good, but it's really interesting. And Fire and Ice is really interesting, too.
I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
What is that? Combat Simulator updates. Assessing and defeating new fiends will provide Chadley the data he needs to update the simulator with combat challenges. Complete them to earn a variety of rewards, such as powerful summoning materia, and I can only get them by speaking with Chadley. Alright.
Cloud. I have recreated Titan, the mythical colossus of the Grasslands, in virtual space. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its materia.
Combat Simulator World Intel, Develop Materia. What is development? Develop Materia is this. Oh, I didn't mean to... I thought it was just going to give me a menu of options. I don't think I'm ready for this right now. Chadley Combat Simulator. Oh! Oh, interesting. All... So I have some challenges I have to unlock. Level 1 gives me a healing materia 2-star. This is requirement... So, like, icy. Level sync means that even if I'm level 50, it'll just bring me my level to whatever this is. Okay. I really like this. I really like the idea of this. Again, so it's tutorializing it. Good. I'm definitely going to come back to this last. The Summon Entity Titan, I'm going to treat it almost like a final boss of the area. Combat training beginners. Let's just try this. Let's just try the combat Hold on, before we do this, because I do want to do this now, but I want to see a little bit more about what showed up here. What is this? World Intel is this thing. This is a combat challenge, Fiend Intel. Because I was there, and it was empty, and that's why it's empty. Got Phenomenon Intel 1 Coastal Lookout. Again, I'm open to this, and it's an interesting way to show the world. I am worried it will make things more bloated in the end. I'm a little worried about that Moogle Intel. Is that where Moogle medals are? Or maybe we'll find the actual Moogle. Chocobo Intel, all rounders of the Grasslands. So that we already found, I guess? Swamplands Tower. So they'll show me the other towers, some of which I've seen. Plains Tower. Okay. All right, good. Good. Again, I'm not in a rush with this game, and so I really don't think I'm in a rush, at least. Discovery golden plumes. I don't quite know what the discovery thing means. The gray means I've completed it, though. Okay, so we have done that. We have done this.
If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know.
Okay.
I'm always happy to help.
All right.
Proud. Have you heard?
Okay. Let's
there are
do...
a variety of chocobo feather
No, I
notices
gotcha.
and are used for both ornamental and medicinal purposes. You should pick up any you find, as certain shops might be willing to trade them for goods.
Yes, understood. So let's try Combat Simulator. Let's just do the first tutorial just to see what it's like. And then I'm going to hop off for the night and I'll be back. But the session's not going to end. I'm just going to have to go to bed. All right, so this is Cloud and Barrett. Participate in the Combat Simulator's training exercises to learn not only the ins and outs of battle, but how to best to utilize each party member. Good. This is what I've been taking a stab at on my own, but I think, again, I appreciate this sort of thing. Some of these simulations will allow you to use abilities you may not have learned yet. Good to know. So I can make either one leader. We'll start with Cloud, just because Cloud is often my leader in these. See what we get. See how we do. And see what we learn more than how we do. Battle basics. Attacking, guarding, and evading. Alright, press square to attack an enemy, dealing damage and filling the ATB gauge. Right. R1 to block incoming attacks, or circle to move out of the way. Successfully blocking will reduce the timing and fill your ATB gauge. Block with perfect timing to render the attack ineffective.
Suck on this!
Block. Alright, ATB gauge and commands. It'll gradually fill over time, but landing attacks will make it fill faster. Store up to 2 ATB gauges, except if you're doing you use that ability that gives you 3. Press X to open the command, right. Activates tactical mode, slows down time. Yeah. Understood.
That all you got?
Timing on the... Yeah, I'm not great at... Alright, that's blocking. Good. And let's use an ability. Sure. Firebolt Blade. Command shortcuts. Hold L1, then press one of the 4 actions. Right, I forgot about command shortcuts.
You're dead. It's on now.
And I mastered the ability. Good.
Come on.
Right, so I can use that's the command shortcut. I don't know how often I'll use that, but it's neat to have.
Was never in doubt.
Good basic tutorial. I appreciate it. Or is that just stage 1? That's stage 1. So we cover some MP and HP, but not all of it. R3 to lock on to enemies. Right. Understood that. And switching characters. So sometimes switching can provide an advantage. That's how you switch. That's how you give commands. Right. You could switch characters even while guarding. Does your character that was guarding, though, swap back? I guess probably. Do they unguard, I mean? Probably. To change you control the start rate, designated party leader. Gotcha. So I blocked that. Good. I like blocking. Basics aerial combat. Bam! This is what I was hoping for. Certain abilities can be used to take down foes in midair. Commands marked with that thing with the jagged arrow can be utilized while airborne, as well as those marked with the straight arrow can launch a grounded character into the air. Now, is the Velociraptor grounded right now? I don't know. So what can launch them into midair? The triple slash does. Why didn't it? It doesn't seem to be launching it into midair. Maybe it did, or maybe it was already in midair. I don't understand that. Alpha Dunk, my favorite. Pressured foes, right. Elemental weakness. We've seen a little bit about pressure.
Suck on this! Want some more?
What's your elemental weakness? Fire or ice? So we'll try here fire. Staggering abilities. Certain abilities such as Cloud's Focus Thrust, Barrett's Focus Shot, and Tifa's Focus Strike quickly fill the staggered gauge, especially when used on a pressured enemy.
Burn, gotcha.
So now I'm switching to him. So do I have Focus Shot on a pressured enemy? Yeah, so that's what I want to use this for. Bam. Good. Staggered foes. Filling the stagger gauge immobilizes them, leaving them defenseless, susceptible to damage. Use triangle abilities on staggered enemies to quickly fill your ATB gauge. And once you have enough the ATB charges you need, unleash devastating attacks. Okay.
Hey, say your prayers and beg for forgiveness.
Good. Hey, we mastered Focus Shot. This is really helpful. This is helpful to see it broken down like this for me. And we got an orb of HP up. Good.
This data is incredible. Thank you for your contribution.
I'm quite something.
Needless.
So let's see who can best use this. I don't know who could best use this, but we'll give it to Cloud. Why not? So Cloud can get the new... Oh, Fire and Ice. You know what? Aerith will get that. But Cloud will get the HP up materia. And Aerith will get the Fire and Ice materia. That's really... Yeah, that seems really good for Aerith. And... Wait, we got 3 summon materia. Chocobo and Moogle. Wind damage. Chocobo and Moogle roll. Deals wind damage with the Chocobo and non-elemental with the Moogle. Attack is Stampede. Size is medium. Why does size medium matter? I don't know what size medium means. And confer bonus stats to the summoner. So Chocobo and Moogle give bonus magic attack and magic and luck. So, like, let me give that, I guess, to Tifa. Or not to Tifa, to Aerith. Wait, was that a good thing? Let me unequip that. How do I remove that? Remove materia. Yeah, so it gives bonus magic. So I do want to give that to Aerith, I think. And then what are the other options here? Ifrit is... large amount of fire damage with repeated attacks, massive fire damage. What stat bonuses do you give? Defense, attacks, strength, and vitality. So yeah, Barrett and probably... I think Barrett's fine for this. I mean, Red has it. Red is probably good for it just as much. And then Shiva. Shiva increases MP, magic attack, and magic. Maybe actually that's better for... Maybe that's better for Aerith. Because luck I don't care about as much for her. I don't really know what luck means. The higher the value, the better your chances of dealing a critical hit, which is good for anyone, or successfully stealing from enemies. So whoever I want to give steal to...
Cloud, have you spotted any rabbits nearby?
what
From what
now?
I've observed thus far, the ones in this region have a habit of hoarding trinkets in their
That's
burrows.
right, I saw that
so
in
if
the...
you spot a burrow, you may want to dig it up with a chocobo. Who knows what sort of things you might find?
How will I know? Because they mentioned that before, but how will I know if there's a rabbit burrow? I guess if there's a chocobo with me, maybe it'll tell me. Alright, we'll do one more combat simulator. Let's do, as we did Beginner's Hall, we'll do Cloud. I've never landed a perfect block on these, but we'll right, we'll try to get one if we can. So square to attack with Cloud Sword. Holding the button will allow you to follow with a sweeping slash. Press the this is the aerial thing. Good. Thank you for telling me, game. Press the button after dodging, square after dodging to launch a ranged attack, or hold the button to unleash an aerial combo. So, okay. Did I just do an aerial combo? I dodged and then I held square. All right, initial abilities are Braver and Triple Slash. Braver, Heavy Swing, which becomes even more potent while airborne. Perfect finisher for a staggered foe. But only if the staggered foe is airborne, right? Or is it while I'm airborne? Triple Slash, 3 consecutive strikes on multiple foes, even airborne ones, and grows more potent the more enemies he hits.
That'll do.
What? Ah, I have to wait a little bit longer. There we go.
See ya. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it. I still don't understand the airborne thing. I'm getting closer, but I don't. It feels like it's not clear to me whether I have to be airborne or they have to be airborne to do the right, or both of us have to be airborne, and whether launching. I guess launching makes them airborne, but it didn't look like it. All right, switching modes: Operator and Punisher. Right. Always begins an Operator. Weaken them with Operator and finish them with Punisher. So that's... What if I dodge and then tap? That's a faster one. I'm trying to get the perfect block in. There we go. So if I... What's something that launches them? Three enemies, but it says it launches them. It didn't look like it launches them. Unless I was misreading that. No, I don't think I am. So the Firebolt Blade should launch them, right?
Gotcha.
And then here I could potentially follow. Now we're all airborne. So if I did Braver now,
It's on now.
that is a lot of damage, it looks like.
Enough.
Okay, that's the combo I want to use, I guess. Like 2 abilities in a row, because you don't... Again, correct me if I'm wrong on this. This is requesting understanding or clarification. If the enemy doesn't stay airborne for long, I'm guessing, I really have to use... If I'm taking advantage of an airborne ability, I have to use it really quickly after making them go airborne. That's my understanding of it. And we got a fire materia. All right, next day. Let's keep going with the tutorial a bit longer. We will go next to Barrett training. I wonder if, because Barrett training gives me a lightning material reward. I wonder if that's intentional, like if he's good with lightning. I don't know. Feels like Cloud would be good with lightning. Specializes in ranged attacks, allowing him to strike enemies Cloud cannot reach. That's right, so square to shoot or hold down the button for sustained fire. Gotcha. Starting abilities. Steel Skin and Maximum Fury. Steel Skin less likely to be taking damage, less likely to be interrupted. I don't know how common it is to be interrupted when being attacked, like what that means. I guess, is it interrupted? Do you only get cast times interrupted? Maximum Fury consumes all available ATB charges and unleashes a hail of bullets. Right, the more charges, the more damage. Oh, I thought you...
That all you got?
Alright, we'll try the... I was hoping to get it. Again, I'm so bad at perfect blocking. Alright, we'll try Maximum Fury. Does it? What does it say? Just fires long stream bullets. It increases the synergy stuff. That's about it. Oh wow! Oh, that's a really long stream of bullets. Oh, perfect block. There we go. Love that.
Hey, did you see me in action?
I have to try Steel Skin. I never try Steel Skin. I haven't tried that yet. I don't even know how long it lasts or anything about it. All right, overcharge now. Right, so we know about this. Press triangle, right, to recharge. Press triangle again while it's recharging to fill the overcharge gauge faster. And pressing it after using an ability or a standard attack will greatly fill the gauge. Is it... What's the minimum attack that will make it go faster? Like, if I just do that, does it charge faster, or is that not enough?
Kiss my ass.
Right. So... Ah. I have to be facing you to block, maybe? No. I don't. I was just bad at it. Alright, so let's charge there. How much does that? That does a decent chunk.
Bring in the heat.
And so that's one charge. I just attack. And it doesn't look like it's that much more. Maybe it is.
Not good enough.
There we go.
So now.
So it just does a bunch of damage.
Come on. Damn it.
Maybe I have to do like a full stream. Like that. And then it charges faster? Or do I just hit once and then charge it again? I don't know. So we got lightning materia out of that. We'll try Tifa now. Yeah, this is nice practice and some nice early materia. Actually, you know what? Before we go forward, I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google the answer to the Barrett question because I don't know. I am curious. Also, this music is great. Okay, so I just checked the wiki basically, and it says that Barrett gets a bonus when he's doing like a speed bonus on the overcharge when he's reloading after his auto attack finishes up. So after he and then he's recharging his auto attack, that's when you overcharge. So it's not just after a single buff. Oh, I didn't even look at that. What is this again? Close range combat, right. Square to execute a normal attack or hold it for a single powerful blow. So single, what's the difference? Why would you want to do one or the other? Attack after dodging to unleash a sweeping strike. So dodge attack does an AoE. Did that do an AoE? Yeah. Yeah, that does an AoE. Alright, starting abilities, Unbridled Strength and Focused Strike. Unbridled Strength increases her chi level. Temporary access to more triangle techniques. Okay, and with Focused Strike, this is a different one. Focused Strike, this one I haven't tried. I've read about Unbridled Strength, and Focused Strike I haven't really tried. Tifa leaps backwards out of harm's way and deals a powerful strike that fills a foe's stagger gauge. Successfully dodging an attack will fill her ATP gauge. So, what's the shortcut? That and square. No, that and circle. Is it? Wait, which is it? That and... Focus Strike is the one that leaps out of the way. So this and circle. This is a case where it's actually really... where it's really useful to have it on a shortcut. Because the dodge is really important. Wait, but it doesn't use her.
I could do that again.
That's fascinating. I didn't even think of that. The dodge, wait, Focus Strike doesn't use ATB? Can that really be? I just assumed all those abilities used ATB. Right, Unbridled Strength, right, increases the chi level, allowing more advanced strikes. Hitting staggered foes with advanced techniques will increase the damage multiplier, so it's really good to get this up and running before a stagger. Okay. So, alright, Unbridled Strain. So it doesn't do damage in itself. But I have to do it each time. I have to get it ready each time. So like I have it there. So I do Unbridled Strength again. It does now I do Rise and Fall. Which does very little if I'm not close enough to the enemies, but it looks very good if you are close enough. So it's something to ramp up and then save for when the enemy is staggered. My favorite Alpha Dunk. Alright, Tifa, Staggering Specialist. Tifa has a variety of abilities that can increase the damage multiplier on staggered foes. Increase the damage multiplier. That phrase is weird because it makes it seem like if I increase the damage multiplier, then everyone hitting the damaged thing will be like will do extra damage. But I think it just means like that these are abilities that have an increased damage multiplier against staggered foes, that they do disproportionately more against staggered foes than other attacks, than like just magic or whatever. Try staggering a foe by landing a focused striker and exploiting their weakness, and then going in for the kill with an advanced technique. Alright, so first up we have to Unbridled Strength it. What's your weakness again? Fire or ice? But it doesn't even matter, because we have to Unbridled Strength first.
Still here.
Alright, so we have an ability at least that does more. So let's do fire. I don't know what the A is. I don't know what the alpha here means. Oh, fire. Deal small amount of fire damage, temporarily imbue attacks with fire. That sounds really good. But you're not even going to get staggered. So if I do fire here, you're just going to die. I was hoping I could stagger you and see the staggered multiplier, but like you just died too quickly. Am I misunderstanding that? Did I do something wrong there? Like it feels like it's a lot of setup. It feels like there's a lot of setup involved because I have to get an ATB gauge, then use Unbridled Strength, then get another ATB gauge, and then use Unbridled Strength, and then pressure it and stagger it, and then I get to use the take advantage of it in the solo setting anyway. Is that right? Am I misunderstanding it? All right, let's try Aerith. Aerith is the one I'm least comfortable with so far. Alright, press square to unleash long-range magic attacks capable of hitting multiple targets. So her baseline does AoE. That's really interesting. Hold down circle square to charge Tempest. striking an enemy with Tempest fully charged will summon a fleeting familiar to assist you. A fairy friend that increases the potency of Aerith's spells and automatically attack foes she's targeting. So you really want the fleeting familiar up before you start casting spells.
That'll do.
Alright, so I summoned a fleeting familiar, I guess? Where is it? Is that the squirrel thing that's below me? Like the... I don't know, the squirrel thing that's right below the bottom tip of Aerith's staff? Aerith's initial abilities are Soul Drain and Sorcerous Storm. Soul Drain siphons MP from opponents, absorbing additional MP from staggered foes. So she already has... what's the term for it usually? There's a word for... Is it just Siphon? There's a word... Osmose. She has Osmose. She has default Osmose with Soul Drain. And Sorcerous Storm is AoE, but a point-blank AoE. Look at that! It's a little... It's floating around me. Is that a butterfly? Oh, I thought it was a squirrel. It's a butterfly.
Get ready.
So once I have it up, I probably at that point want to... It's really hard to see amongst all the other particle effects. How do I know when it's gone? Like, it's there. I see it here when I'm looking for it, but it's really tough to watch. What are you weak to? Fire.
You're burning up. Someone looks kind of shaky.
So why would I want to do this? So that does 16, 20... That does like 13 damage. How much does Tempest do? 22. But it seems to cause like a storm also? Actually, we have, we can Sorcerous Storm, even on a single enemy, it's probably okay.
I'd keep my distance and we're safe.
707, yeah, that's strong. So, how long does the Fleeting Familiar last for? Again, this is something I'm going to look up because I'm fine. I don't need to test this stuff out myself. Like, I don't care that much. I care, but I don't care enough to test it out. I don't care about the experimental process to learn the details of the mechanics. Fleeting Familiar, FF7 Rebirth, how long? The wiki says it lasts for 240 seconds. Okay, so once I was assuming it was like 5-10 seconds. I really don't have to worry about it. All right, Ward Shift. Some of Aerith's abilities conjure beneficial magic wards. Arcane Ward, for example, automatically casts attack spells twice, helping you conserve ATB charges. The extra spell still costs MP, but 2 spells in rapid succession essentially doubles your magical offense. Yeah, so this is something you want to pop up early. Aerith also can instantly warp to a conjured ward by pressing triangle. Note that warping requires full concentration and thus cannot be performed in rapid succession. You can't do a lot of them at once.
Go on.
All right. Let me get a perfect block, by the way. There we go. I love the perfect blocks. This is partly why I'm excited for, and it's probably a ways down the line, but it's partly why I'm excited for... Oh, I want to do Tempest, right. It's real... But Tempest is tough to get off when there's a lot of them coming at me like this. Okay, hold on. Let's Arcane Ward.
Needs more magic.
And so, let me bring everyone over here. Come on over here. Bring your pretty face to my staff.
Kinda hurt.
Ward Shift. Bam! And now I can Tempest to my heart's content. Oh, Tempest does AoE too. That's interesting.
Hey, you
And now I
asked
can
for it.
Sorcerous Storm. I probably should save that for when someone is staggered at least.
This too much? I think we're almost alone.
All right. Again, at least this for the basics. This is really helpful.
That wasn't so bad.
Sorry, my cat sometimes gets wild in his old age. Let's do red and then synergy, and then we'll wrap this up for today. All right, red basic attack, right. Square swipes at foes, or... Wait. Swipe at foes, that implies that it's single target. Swipe sounds like an AoE thing, but then it says, or hold it down to unleash a whirling slash capable of hitting multiple targets, as if the swipe doesn't. So, I don't know. Successfully guarding fills the vengeance gauge, and it doesn't have to be a perfect block. Okay. And after blocking an attack, let down your guard and press square to perform counter spin. So let's try that. And attack even changes to counter spin at that point. Okay. Initial abilities are Sidewinder and Sentinel Stance. Sidewinder sends Red 13 spinning into the enemy, dealing massive damage. Perfect finishing move. Guarding against attacks while Sentinel Stance is active greatly fills the Vengeance gauge. So Red is, if I want to give defense abilities to someone, Red is probably the main guy I'm giving them to. Because he's the one where his basic combos are going to revolve around him defending, like him blocking stuff. Maybe, but maybe that means I shouldn't give him defense because he already naturally has defense. I don't know, I'm probably overthinking this, or badly thinking through it. Guarding against attacks will send it right. Can't move during this time, but pressing square will break the stance and strike an enemy. Okay. So how... Sentinel Stance. Guard attack... Alright. Let's try that. Sentinel Stance against an enemy?
Careless.
That did not work as I expected.
I never miss. Is that all? Is that all?
Wait, so he keeps going away. I have to stop blocking to do it. That's what that was. I think that might have been the issue.
Come at me.
I don't know. I don't really understand. And so now I can. Oh, Siphon Fang. Okay. Siphon Fang seems like it's very big attack. Okay. It just, there's some ramp up to get there. Again, please let me know if I'm misunderstanding this stuff. I'm oftentimes, like in certain games, I don't want spoilers or mechanical stuff. This is a case where I'm okay with the I mean, not spoilers, but like mechanical clarifications and stuff. I'm okay with that. All right, Vengeance mode. Successfully guarding against attacks fills the Vengeance gauge, which could be consumed with triangle to enter Vengeance mode, increasing attack power and dodge speed. And triangle in this mode absorbs HP and does damage. How it'll last longer depending on how full the gauge is. Okay, so you really want to use it ideally when the gauge is full or when it's going to be full but by the time the enemy dies.
Disappointing. Is that all?
So that's a regular swipe.
Careless. Disappointing.
And counter spin is a single counter spin does 60 damage for AoE targets. This does 30, just a regular attack. How much does the swoopy spin do? That just, it's hard to tell. There's so many numbers there. Even counter spin alone is really good. Right, that's leap in the air, punching blow from above. Let's do. Interesting that Sidewinder is not an ability that can be used while airborne. I guess you leap into the air. You can't leap if you're already in the air. So, all right, Sentinel Stance. Let's try this. Press square to deliver a counter strike. Let's try that against. I don't know the timing I have to do for that.
Scratch.
And it goes away as soon as I'm hit, so the timing on that thing matters a lot. Oh, Pigeon found some leftover catnip in the carpet. I think that block and counter spin combo is probably going to be pretty important. I'm going to try Sentinel Stance once more.
Do your worst.
So it's like a, yeah, okay. I do think I actually get that. I think I actually do get it. I really am interested in Red. I like Red's mechanics here. Again, part of why I'm excited for Expedition 33 down the line. After this game.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Because I've heard that there's a parry system. What a good dog. You want to rub his belly. He's not a dog. Is he a dog? What is he? MP up materia. And last one, combat training synergy. 3-person battles for Cloud, Barret, and Tifa. Some airborne foes. Presumably they're airborne. Like, I know they're floating in the air. I just airborne, I don't know if it's a term of art or if it, like, I know it's a term of art. I don't know if these air characters are start airborne. All right, starting with R1, you could team up with, right, we've seen this briefly. Synergy skills do not consume ATB charges, but instead fill the ATB gauge when they connect. The available skills differ depending on which character is being controlled. Yeah. All right, types of synergy skills. Different combo. Bullet Batter needs to be activated immediately for a single button press. Others, like Power Cleave, require you to hold down the button to charge it up. And Counterfire is something else. So what is Counterfire? Did I do a Counterfire? I guess I did a Counterfire. And how do I know if it has to be tapped or not?
You're up.
Oh, I see. I think I see. So the Power Cleave has that,
Come on.
Wait, why didn't Counterfire work there?
You're up. Let's go. Now.
There. Oh, did Counterfire work or not? I don't know. So I'm waiting for it. No, it hit me.
Ready? Come on.
Because Counterfire is the one I really want to try. All right, whatever. So Bullet Batter, I can just use it as much as I want. I can just tap it. Power Cleave, I have to hold down and then... Okay, so the arrow on top of Power Cleave means I hold it down. All right, synergy abilities. This I have used basically not at all. When two characters share enough synergy, you can activate the synergy abilities. Repeated use will increase the amount of synergy required to activate it, so it's in your interest to use a variety of these commands rather than just one. All right, so that was Counterfire. So that one, the story of it, I guess, is that Barret blocks the attack, and... Wait, is it Barret blocks the attack and Cloud... No, but Cloud must block the attack. Cloud guards the attack and Barret pops out from behind the defense and shoots. All right, so that's 2. What else is Barret? Bullet Batter. Let's try... All right, Bullet Batter is... Why did that not build up the gauge?
Let's go. Come on. Ready? With me.
I guess that because that's not a synergy ability. I guess I have to do synergy abilities like say Braver, for instance. And Barret might have to do a synergy ability like Focus Shot, for instance. And so now there's a synergy ability available that requires 3 from each person. Cloud slashes an enemy, Barret follows it up. Let's do it against... Okay, buffs. Yeah, we've seen about these buffs. Again, limit... You know what? I'm Googling this, because I don't know what raises limit levels by 1 means. This might come up later, but I want to find out. Raises limit level FF7 Rebirth. Okay, so there's a Reddit thread that says that apparently there are certain limit breaks that can only be used when you're at the second level. So it lets you access stronger limit breaks. So this is probably not going to be useful for right now, but eventually might be.
Barrett, gotcha.
Partners in pain. What a phrase.
One step at a time.
Obtain an orb of steadfast block materia. Steadfast block. What does that do? Yeah, so this is all about... I don't love Chocobo and Moogle for Red, because Red is such a physical character then. But so is Cloud. I don't think it matters much for now, but I'm going to keep an eye out for, like, if Titan is, like, a physical one, I'm going to give it to Red. Alright. But you know what? Red can probably disproportionately benefit then. So he's got precision defense, blocking with perfect timing. And the steel is fine, but like, let's give him instead... let's swap out Morph and give him... Steadfast block. Slightly less damage, plus small ATB boost when guarding. This is perfect for Red. Okay, alright. It also means I probably want to make Red a party leader, because it seems like, I don't know, it seems like unusually, I don't know how the AI is as far as using his block abilities, as far as using his counter spins and the like. Alright, that's going to be it for now.
I hope you won't mind my mentioning, but I've observed that World Intel collection has stalled of late.
Dude, we
I'm
just
certain,
met.
However, a veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task.
Chadley.
I know you must be busy, but I'd appreciate your help.
I've literally, every second since you gave me this, I've been literally just doing combat simulations with you. How about you chill out, Chadley? Alright. That's going to be it for me for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this as they come out, and next time, I think we'll continue with... I don't know that I'm going to try Titan just yet. I might give Titan a couple of tries, but I'm not going to go hard on him or anything. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to try a couple of the other combat simulations and then really just check out what some of these world exploration-y things are like. The World Intel and the Fiend Intel and all that. So this opens up a lot for the world. I just hope it doesn't end up being too grindy. I just noticed on the bottom left, it shows you how much stuff is available for the Grasslands. I think that's for the Grasslands. I assume this is all for the Grasslands. Like, that can... Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see if this becomes just kind of like a check off all the boxes, oh my god, or if it's like a fun check off the boxes, because there's both. Anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.